Hello friends and welcome to Southeast Florida. I had the opportunity to spend the weekend in Miami for a kite festival I filmed for my other channel, World's Greatest Kiting. That also gave me the opportunity to tour some of the breweries in the area. I hope you enjoy. We're at Funky Buddha. This is a brewery that's been on my list for a very long time. I see their beers in the grocery stores and occasionally I'll pick one up, but I've never been to this brewery. Let's go see what it's like. Well, it's so busy, there are no empty seats at the bar. I can't even get in here to get a beer yet. While I'm waiting, I'll take a look at their menu. That's a lot of stuff. I'll wander around a little bit, waiting on a place to sit. Private party going on back there, so I will not disturb, but it's a cool space. Found a seat at a table, but you know, it's like I'm wasting the entire space. I wish you could just sit over the bar. It's okay though. It's okay. Blendy Belgian. Well, I decided on this Belgian triple. I never ordered one of those until today. I'm really not into triples, but for being a Belgian triple, and very clovey, banana-like, some might say, this is a decent beer. It's not overwhelming, but it is 9.3% and pretty good. Still tastes like banana and clove. Well, I just ordered a pretzel made from spent grain. That's pretty popular at a lot of breweries. And I also ordered one more beer. I declined getting a sampler, but I'm getting this porter. I love porters. You might know that. I like stouts too. I like a lot of beers. Brown sours, not so much Belgians, oyster stouts. I like all the beers really. Oh, that's really good. In case you're wondering, this quote up here is from Willy Wonka. Apparently they named a couple of the beers after Willy Wonka characters a few years ago. I'd like to try the blueberry one I was told about. Here's their swag. I like it. Style. Spent grain pretzel is awesome. Funky Buddha was really good, and their food was good too. The spent grain pretzel killed it. Very good. Those are usually pretty good anyway. On to the next brewery, probably tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to do another one tonight, but I'll see you the next one. Right here near downtown Fort Lauderdale is a brewery that some friends told me was really good, Orchestrated Minds. Let's go check it out.
It's a rye barrel aged stout that was aged for 16 months. 4 different vanillas in it. It has coffee and toasted coconut.
All right, I'll do
that.
I'll do one of those. I'm trying a stout. It's called the BA Bondaloo is Forever. I don't really know what that is, but it's a 13%, so I got a small pour just to try it out. Very nice. It's barrel aged. Usually I don't go for those, but try this one. Very good. Well, I am so impressed with the first beer, the stout, that I'm having. The second, I'm having an IPA. Yes, I have confirmed it again. It is very good. I talked to the owner and head brewer, Davey. Had a good conversation, and I'm going to come back here and do a more in-depth video about this brewery. So, kind of wrap it up here. In fact, they're making me wrap it up because it's closing time anyway. But Orchestrated Minds is really good. They're really good. I've just recently heard about Invasive Species Brewing Company, which sounds pretty appropriate for Florida because there's a lot of those invasive species around here. But hopefully their beer is not as bad as the actual invasive species in Florida. It's a weird way to introduce this place, isn't it? I think their beer's going to be good. That's why I'm here, obviously.
And this old guy was
That's a good sign.
That's our toy to play with.
Okay, friends, Invasive Species is pretty much my favorite beers that I've had in Florida for a long time. Arcane is my favorite brewery in Florida, and this is on that level. I've got a sour, I've got a stout, and I've got an IPA. Just their samples, little tiny ones. I don't know which one I'm going to get because they're all three very different, but they're all three amazing beers. These are awesome. Well, I chose the stout out of all of those. It's one of the most amazing stouts I've had. One that rivals this is Burial, my favorite brewery in Asheville, North Carolina. This is right there with me. It's a fruited sour. This is definitely in the top 10 best beers I've ever had in my life. Great brewery. Love this place.
Try that for size, brother.
This place is awesome.
Every once in a while, they would sting their beers. Except to warn them from freezing. But what they didn't realize is that depending on the beer, it would have like a scientific effect. So it's something like a Doppelbock. It caramelizes the sugars, which is awesome and makes it sweeter. And also at the same time, it makes a hot foam on top, which makes the beer beneath cold. It has a really cool sensation.
Invasive Species is amazing beer. They are the best I've had in a long time. They're so good. Tucked deep within an industrial complex is Pompano Beach Brewing Company. Took me a while to find it. I thought I was in the wrong place, but I love these type of breweries where they're off the beaten path, hard to find. It's really not that hard to find, to be honest. I just am kind of bad at directions sometimes. And it's pretty close to a main road, but it is tucked away back here. And let me just stop talking about it and show you the beers and or taste the beers. Let's just go in, okay? Thanks, man. You're welcome. I got the American IPA. It's called Purgatory. It's very good. So I know I say that a lot. I mean, I love beer. I appreciate beer, and I really generally like all the beers. There's some that I just don't like at all, and I steer away from those styles. I've been drinking good beers for a long time, so I know what I like. I'll stretch out a little bit and expand my horizons, so I'm not just telling you that I like these things and you get to not believe me. But this is actually a very good idea. Pompano Beach has a nice tasting room. They got this big TV back here. A bunch of beers on tap, of course. Looks like they got like 20 beers. And I like all the wood in this place. This live edge stuff. It's great. How big this is. Cool. This is the Breakfast Chainsaw Massacre. It's a Imperial Stout. And I'm learning some things today. Their logo pretty cool. I was wondering about it. And he explained to me that the Pompano is a fish. I think I had heard that at some point, but you know, I don't really know that much about fishing. So there we go. It's a fish, and the top part is a fish, and the bottom part is a chalice. See that? All makes sense now. And let's see what this beer is like. That is a fine beer, friends. It is like breakfast, the whole breakfast. It's like maple and pancakes and bacon and eggs and the most wonderful breakfast you've ever had. Wow, that is good. It's 13% though, so I'm only gonna have this a little bit. Now their beer specialties are stouts and sours, so I'm getting a couple samples of sours, and their stouts are clearly very good, so let's see what these are like.
It's guava passion fruit, and this is purple bliss. It's blackberry raspberry.
Sweet. Guava. Tastes exactly like guava. It's like an actual juice. You can't even, it does not taste boozy at all. This is my favorite one. It's very mild. Sweet, not too sweet. But, oh, wow. You can, if there was taste division, I'd let you have some, but I can't. You just kind of have to take my word for it. This is really smooth and pretty much perfect for a sour beer. Barrels for the barrel-aged stouts. Pompano Beach Brewing Company was really good enough that I got 2 6-packs to go, and I'm gonna take them back to some friends and share the joy of beer with them. On my way back to Orlando, it's the Copperpoint Brewing Company. Looking forward to this. I'm in Boynton Beach right now. Never been here, let's go check it out.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm having the Goatnator. It's a German Doppelbock.
Chad asked what bar seat he was in, and they go, that's -1. You're not
Pretty smooth. And it feels a little strong. It's an 8%. It's very strong. Painting things where you get together and drink. Painting with beer. Totally in support of that. I think it's a great idea to do painting or artwork at the brewery by having a couple beers. What a great idea.
Hey! I still can't believe that. Hey, Paul, how are ya?
Cool.
Different stout.
Number 1 is CP Lager. Let's try that out.
-2 is the number of your seat.
It's good. It's an amber lager. It's really nice. High Ridge, number 2. It's nice. Super mild. I like it.
Hey, who sings this?
Me? I wrote this shit.
The people here are great. In fact, my neighbor told me about this red one here. It's A10. Hop Hog is what it's called. That's the number 3 one right here.
Not knowing that.
Oh, that's good. E-Rabbit is my last try. Coffee. It's coffee. It's like beer coffee. Usually I don't order these, but this is a pretty smooth one.
Nitro.
It's a nitro? That's why it's so smooth. Nice swag section. Thanks for joining me today, friends, on this quick brewery tour of Southeast Florida in search of more of Florida's great beers. It's time for me to make my way back home and get ready for the next adventure. Well, it was a really great trip to Southeast Florida, the Miami area, Fort Lauderdale. to check out some of those breweries, and the Kite Festival was really good too. But I wanted to let you know, according to my rating system that I made for all these breweries, my favorite 2 breweries are Orchestrated Minds and Invasive Species. They both tied in my scoring for these points. I don't know exactly how I'm going to publicize my scoring system, because I am keeping a record of all these breweries as I go from, well, the Portland brewery tour on, so I can remember how well I liked each of these breweries and some of these specific beers. So I'm keeping good notes. Thanks for joining me on this adventure, friends. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.